What's going on, guys? How you doing? I hope you are doing great. I've been a little disconnected from the group. Oh my God, trust me, I've been working so hard in so many things, and I've explained so many times that I have my private community, and that's where I spend most of my time in the morning, and then I start working in something else and a lot of different stuff after I finish trading in the morning. You guys know, or should know, those who don't know, I trade morning session only. I mainly trade, this is for, again, let me bring this thing here, because I know you might be wondering, oh, but what do you do? This is my private community. I mainly trade ICT concepts with my private community, okay? I go live and I trade with them, okay? This indicator stuff, this is pretty much sort of new for me, you know, since I started working and building this other indicator, the real gains algo, right? Remember, right? This was an indicator that we built with the help also from some of you guys, you know. So we were trying to make it to improve what the actual, you know, the actual indicator, gains algo indicator, if you have heard of it. Well, pretty much we built an alternative, and it's completely free, okay? Those who are here, you know, that group is entirely free. You can get the indicator, it's entirely free, right? You can work with that, okay? Now, after that, I realized that I actually enjoyed, and I really liked it when I was spending this sort of time and working on indicators, on building indicators. So I partnered up with a friend, and we built this particular tool. This is the one that we're showing, and we are about to release. We're working hard. I'm trying to still get the indicator is done, but still getting the paperwork done. This is an entire headache, because you guys should know that I live in Venezuela, and just trying to get the method of payments, it's very difficult. It's a very difficult type of thing, and I'm working on that, you know. So I apologize for the delay. I promise you won't be, what's the word in English for this? It would totally worth the wait. Trust me. So if you guys see that I'm not posting in the group at the moment, it's because I'm working in a lot of stuff and I haven't been trading. I actually have not been trading or using the indicator, again, because I have my own community. Once this indicator gets released and I finish all the work that I'm doing right now, that we're all doing, I'm gonna have more time to focus on the support of everybody who gets the indicator, right? On the support, explanations, and everything, right? This is why I'm also taking the time to create these videos, so you can understand how the indicator works before you actually get it, which is my whole, like, I've been preaching pretty much this all the time on my YouTube channel. Guys, if you want to get an indicator, if you're planning on having an indicator, make sure to do your own research, right? And see if the indicator works, right? How reliable it is, watch tutorials, all of this stuff before you get it. This is why I'm making sure to do all of these videos, so you can understand what the indicator does, how it works, when to use the entries, when not, you know, all of that stuff. So anyways, if you're watching this video, I'm sure that you have probably seen general discussion, Jesus, forgot it was an announcement, indicator guide. No, well, pretty much I've been pushing. No, it's like market analysis. Sorry, this is the part. This right here is where I post all the videos, right? That that reviews, pretty much I'm reviewing everything the indicator did, on all pairs, on every single pair, on indices, on Bitcoin and gold. And even I started actually including some stocks as well in there, those who actually trade stocks. So anyways, if you're in this group, just make sure right here to check the market analysis part. And of course, the trading setup, because I think from the very top, I started sending, like you can see from the very top here, I was actually sending sort of like ideas and signals, right? And seeing what the indicator was doing, right? As it was doing, coming back to the break-even point, all of this stuff. So you can guys learn, okay? I've created also a playlist that is on my YouTube channel. You can watch the playlist to understand, okay? Now, let's go back to here. Right? You guys know, you should know by now, if you're watching this video, you should know what I'm using at the moment, currently with the settings, everything, right? So notice what this gray zone is, which is basically the session, New York session. So I'm going to start with currency pairs. I'm going to check all of these currency pairs and see how they did today, how they perform, and see if it was worth to take the shot or not, okay? So, seeing right here on NCD USD, we actually see that the price did print to sell, beautiful, hitting TP3. But would you have taken this sell? Based on my criteria, I mean, we did tap it here and then drop and then pull back again. We did not tap it for the second time. We did not tap the 200 right there. It did drop, print the signal, and drop. But look at the percentage, okay? So based on my personal criteria, I don't like anything below 70. Okay, if you want to be more accurate, you should be looking more at least above 70 on TP1. Okay, and of course you're going to see the numbers as well for TP2, TP3, how many times it gets hit, right? So if by the time the New York session is about to open, you see this percentage right here, and maybe you're not on a nice trend, you see that we're kind of moving sideways, maybe this is a pair you want to ignore. You're not going to be setting an alert or anything like it. Even though you can see that this was a nice sell, right? It did play out. Guess what? I don't care. It played out. Yep. So what? I don't care. It did not meet my criteria. So it's up to you. You want to take it? It's up to you. I would have not taken it. I would have not paid attention to that. Would I have taken attention to this one? Hell yes. Right here, right? Notice this beautiful trend. By the time New York session is opening, let's see what was the percentage. 70, right? So I'm telling you that anything below 70, I don't like it. If it's 70 or above, I do want to watch it, right? So you can see that the price was starting to go bullish. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, right there, printed the buy, immediately hitting TP1, and then it printed at second position right there. Boom, continue pushing. So now, here's the deal. Notice that by the time the session closed, this is at 4 p.m. I have the entire New York session, so I have from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Notice that Asian session started right here. It's up to you if you want to continue holding. If you trust the trend, if you trust the indicator, you can continue holding. It's up to you. Be careful with the pair you're using though, because as soon as the session closes, I don't know if you have noticed, but the spread in some currency pairs, they stretches so hard, like so big. The size of the spread, it sucks so much that it can stop you out, you know? So it can definitely kill you right there. It sucks. That's what it is. That's how currency pairs are, but that's what it is, you know? So nice trend anyways. Yes, this is a pair that I would have taken. This one, no. For sure, no. I don't care if this is 77 right here, beautiful, but notice New York session, we're just stopping right here. We were literally just moving sideways. I would have not taken that. So Euro CHF, no. It pushed up. It would have hit our TP3, but I would have not taken that buy because we're just tapping too many times that. You see, we're just starting to take off, and I don't want to catch the beginning. I want to catch a trend that already started. That's the whole point. This one, yeah, Euro USD, nice. But oh, no, notice the number. Notice the actual number. It's dying right now. Euro USD is actually crashing at the moment. Wow. So notice the percentage, right? The percentage is probably not that good. You know, it was not that good. So 67, give it a try. If you want to try anything above 65, give it a try. As long as you're downtrending really nice. You see that in this pullback, we did not tap the 200. We were downtrending actually really nice. So this one did play out, but the percentage, don't like it. EuroCAD, you notice the percentage right here, really nice. Nice downtrend. I would have not taken this one. I would have taken this one, but understanding that if we don't hit our target really quick and the session closes, watch out, because the spread can just get you out. USD CHF, wow, we were trending a lot today. And another nice buy right here, for sure. Beautiful. 70%, yes. So nice push right there, USD CHF. Hi, yeah, look at this. So this one gave a buy here, would have not taken this one, and it printed a buy right here. And this one went straight down right here. Something was going on. It was very weak. But again, notice, this is important. I always tell you, it's better sometimes to let setups go than actually be taking them because you have a hunch. No, this is why the indicator has these things, you know. Notice the percentage, by the way. Sorry, hold on. When New York session is opening, notice the bad percentage right here. Just 60%, right? So it's already a bad sign, you know. So notice, would have hit TP, but anyways, it's a pair that I will not be watching. Then printed another buy, but fail. So no, a pair like this, and notice even TP2 how low the numbers is. You know, 13% right here. No, this is pretty bad. This one was 60. Yeah, this one was also below. You see, it did print a buy here, but it was actually below. So no. This one, oh shoot, this one is beautiful. Look at even the TP2 and TP3 right here. This one was actually very nice. It sucks. It really sucks that we just tapped the 200 right here. I don't like that. You know, the criteria. So it did print a sell, did hit TP. It just sucks right here that it just tapped it. I don't know. This is why I want you to guys to start seeing this and start making and building your own criteria. No, none of this. I would have not taken any of this. GBP AUD, nothing. Euro GBP, hey, interesting. So this one printed a sell, this one printed a sell as well. So both, I'll be very careful again. This entries at the very late in the afternoon. Be careful once the market closes, the spread, right? And if it's a very exotic pair, you're gonna have a much worse spread. It can stop you out. So this one right here, even though the percentage was good, I'll be very cautious. But anyways, if you take it, it's a loss. That's what it is. And this one, let's see what this one did. Let's see if it would have hit the stop loss. It went to the LOI, then TP1. So remember, once TP1 gets hit, you can trail the stop to LOI. Let's see if we do tap LOI again. Yep, it would have got you on stopped out right here. At least you hit TP. When it hit back to LOI, you're pretty much at break even. So this would have been a break even trade. And then in the afternoon, printed this sell. And yeah, it did drop, but I'll be very cautious because I'm sure the spread will stop you. So watch it. Also compare with your broker, you know, compare with your broker. Odd JPY did not give anything. NCD JPY, nothing. Odd CAD, nice. This one was definitely nice. Notice 77. So yep, this was definitely beautiful. Beautiful trend. You see that you're entering on a trend that it has already started. So you guys have to look for this type of opportunities. Look for this type of opportunities. Don't be taking or excited to take every single entry, every single signal that you get. No, just sit back, relax, be patient, look for a downtrend. If this pair did not give you an opportunity this day, wait for the next day. You have plenty of pairs to watch. Nothing right here. Nothing right here. Yep, nothing right here. I would have not taken that one. Nope, nothing right here. I would have not taken that one. Damn, this was a big push right here. But look at where the buy started. No, I would have not taken this one. Again, I'm choosing also. Again, I explained you a lot of times. I use only the 5 minute. It's my preference. You don't have to do the same. It's my preference. You like if you go lower time frame right here, you could have gotten more scenarios. Look at this. Right? In the 3 minute time frame, you could have catch beautiful win here, beautiful win. If you go lower time frame, of course, in that trend, you could have catch a lot more entries. If you go to the 1 minute, I don't like the 1 minute. To me, yeah, you get a lot of more entries, but hell no, I don't know. It's just way too much for me. So I'm okay with the 5 minute. If you're not okay with the 5 minute, it's okay with you to go to the 3 minute, 2 minute. It's up to you. You can also tweak, right? You can also change the sensitivity here. You want to have more signals, you can reduce it. Let's go to 2, sensitivity 2. You see right there? There you go. Right? And you can go to 1. Ooh, I don't recommend 1, but you see you get way more. Right? I mean, if you like that, this is like I could easily get a heart attack right here. I don't like that many entries. So I'm okay, man. 5 minute, it's okay for me. CHF, nope. No, this was very choppy. Plus, I mean, 50. Oh, this is pretty bad. Euro JPY, nothing. So that was basically it. Nifty. This is the Nifty, but yeah, I don't know about this indice from India, I believe. Bank Nifty. Those who like trading Nifty, this was one hell of a trend. It would have played out really well. Anyways, let's go quickly here. Bitcoin. Bitcoin pushed up today. Very, very nice. So notice right here, what time was this? 4 in the morning. Yeah, I don't know why the session. This has to do with the broker, but this session is very different. Very weird. Let's remove this session for Bitcoin and see if it what I got. Yeah, look at this. So on the 5 minute time frame, nice buy right here. Boom, skyrocket. Also this one right here. Although this would have been a smaller one. What time was this? 1:50 p.m. Yeah, that was a loss. Was it? Yep. I mean, because it hit the LOI point. So this one would have got you on break even basically after hitting TP1, stopped out on break even pretty much. And this one would have been let's just notice this push right here. Well, anyways, I think that was fine. Yeah, look at what it did here. Because that candle, as soon as that candle closes, that's when you enter. Enter. Boom. You enter right there. Price goes back to LOI. And then, boom, skyrocket. Smashing TP just very quick. So, anyways, that's what it is. Let's go to gold. Currently, gold is dropping, but let me go back to the session here. To just filter this thing out. So yeah, this is the problem. This is the problem I'm talking about. So from 8 a.m. So 8 a.m. right about here. So 8 a.m. printed this sell. Let's remove. This issue has to do with the broker. Every broker has a different time frame. For some reason, it is a different time, a different hour. So anyways, not taking this one, yes. But this was at the very late in the afternoon. So Asian session, New York session closed, Asian session open, boom, crashed right there. So that was it on gold. Let's go on Nasdaq. I actually did enter on Nasdaq today. Actually, I caught a beautiful buy. I will tell you where it was. That was on 5. Hang on. Yeah, this is also, yeah, this broker is also messed up right here. It's delayed. So 8 a.m. is right here. Just marking up 8 a.m. So New York session right about here. Let me change the color. So that's New York session. So I bought actually right here, placed my stop loss, and I hit this target. Let me show you. This trade right here. That was my trade. But this is based on ICT, as I'm saying, right? This is what I'm trading with my students. So it was a huge push right here. I could have made a lot more money, but I just hit my TP right here at that high. So anyways, from there, price push, it gave a buy, it did push a little bit. This one would have been most likely a break-even trade. It pulled back, it gave this buy, but it's difficult. Nasdaq or S&P indices in particular, you have to watch out because it's very difficult to trade. It's very difficult to trade after 9:30, or at least if you have news, for example, if there's high impact news, you have to watch out. You always have to be aware of those high impact news, because it can cause a lot of volatility and price could up and down, no matter what. You could trust me, you could have whatever indicator you could have, you could use whatever strategy, ICT, SMC, anything, and you could still get messed up, you know? So there's nothing 100% guaranteed that will protect you from shitty conditions, okay? So using criterias like I'm using right now, the 200, just to understand, are we actually trending up or down? Taking a look at the box, right? So we understand, okay, at least for the past 30 trades, the signals has a very high percentage, winning percentage. At least we know that it's been hitting TP1 at least most of the times. So we kind of understand, right? And we can take the shot, we can take the risk, right? Understanding the bias, very important with the box, because if you don't have that clear, it's entering blind, blindly. So let's take a look at the stocks today. Nvidia. This is what I'm saying. You see, we're pretty much choppy, moving sideways right there, and it skyrocketed this afternoon in this hour. Why? Because I believe Tesla, I don't know why Nvidia pushed up. Because, I mean, it was actually Tesla who was reporting earnings. But Nvidia pushed up. Look at this. Amazon also pushed up in the afternoon. This was after market close. Look at this. Pushed up as well. Apple. All of them, they pushed up after market hours. So they were kind of choppy. You see, they did not move during the morning. But it's like they were waiting for that big move, for that big report, big news, pretty much. So all of them, look at this. All of them, all of these stocks right here, they skyrocket after 5. Why? This is called earnings report. So today we had Tesla reporting earnings, right? But for some reason, because Tesla, you can see how influential Tesla is, right? It's a huge company, and it has a huge market cap. So if Tesla gets some sort of good news, something is happening with Tesla that is causing the stock to fly, it will affect the rest of the stocks inside the Nasdaq. You will also see Nasdaq pushing up. You can see how Nasdaq, if I go back to Nasdaq, hold on. You can see this gap. You see that gap? That's because of the earnings report from Tesla, right? And all of the stocks that pushed up along with it, right? It's because of the huge market cap. So anyways, hope it makes sense. This is what it is. I showed you pretty much all the currency pairs, some of the stocks, and indices. In this case, Nasdaq and S&P, they're pretty much similar. They move the same. And Bitcoin and gold. So guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Again, man, I am hoping to get this thing out there as soon as possible. Hopefully by the end of this month. If not, the first week of May, I promise. My birthday is on May 5th. So who knows, probably I'll be releasing it somewhere around there. Let's see. All right, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll see you in the next video.